Hey, what's going on guys? What's good? What's up guys? Hope you're all doing good. Today I've got another video talking about Blu-rays. What would you expect? So guys, in today's video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a top 5 best Blu-ray transfers. Now this is just in my collection, all the movies I have, I looked over and I picked out the best movies that were transferred onto Blu-ray in recent years. So of course there may be Blu-rays out there that look better that I just don't have yet. I can name a couple probably that are probably better or is the same quality that I do not own yet, but this is my personal top 5 best Blu-ray transfers, so let's get into the video guys. So guys, the first one I'm going to be talking about is How the West Was Won. Now I'm not going to talk too much about the movies because they're all classic movies, but this was the movie that got me into Blu-ray, or got me interested in Blu-ray. I was at my uncle's house. I'll tell you the story real quick. Story time. I was at my uncle's house. I think this was about 2012, and you know, I said to him, you know, what's the difference between Blu-ray and DVD? Because at the time I was clueless. You know, I knew about HD, but not fully, and not as I do now, of course. And he said, you know, they clean the movies up and they make them look so much better, nice and crisp and clear. The audio gets better quality. And obviously all the perks of having a Blu-ray player instead of DVD. And so he said, I'll show you a classic movie that they've cleaned up and it now looks like it was made yesterday. And so he showed me How the West Was Won, and I'm going to try and insert clips as well for each of these movies. And oh my god, I was amazed at the opening scene. You know, when James Stewart's in the canoe going up the river. It just looked incredible. It really did. It really looked like it was filmed yesterday. And throughout the whole movie, it's just brilliant. You know, it really is. It's nice and crisp and clear. There's hardly any, you know, video noise there, which sometimes can be a problem. You know, if you look at Predator, the Ultimate Hunter Edition, if that's what they still call it, you know, they totally took out all the noise and it looked crap. Whereas in this, it's there. You can still see it if you look for it. But it really does look nice and crisp and clear. It is fantastic looking, and you know, a 3-hour film like this, it really goes a long way to see a good quality transfer. The nighttime scenes look good, you know, because some Blu-rays do struggle with nighttime scenes, but this one just is excellent at night as well. So yeah, How the West Was Won is at number 5. Alright guys, so the next one here is, it turns out to be my favourite movie ever, but it's Zulu. Now this again was one of the first ever Blu-rays I picked up, and I was amazed at the quality, and still, you know, to this day is one of the best in my collection, or that I've even seen. You know, I've seen so many other classic movies being remastered, and this is by far probably my favourite one in terms of quality. Again, it looks like it was shot yesterday. Of course, the British soldiers, you know, wear red uniforms. And it honestly, it looks like you could touch it. It really, the red really stands out in the movie. It's quite a colourful movie. You know, it's set in an African well, you could say desert, yeah, kind of forestry bit. And you know, everything just pops out at you. It just looks great. You know, and there's a lot of like wide-angle shots of things happening. So like the landscape, or if there's a big group of like Zulus attacking one of the walls. You know, they have big widescreen shots of that. It just looks great. You know, you can see so much in the shot, but it's the quality is just insane on it. And the audio is really cleaned up in this as well. You know, of course, the very famous soundtrack in this really got justice done. You know, it really pops out, and if you have surround sound, watch this in surround sound because it's pretty cool. You know, you actually feel like you're in the middle of an attack with the British officers. So yeah, so coming in at number 4 is Zulu. Alright guys, coming in at number 3 we have Ben-Hur. Now I know a lot of people already own this movie and will probably agree with me, it's one of the best looking Blu-rays for a classic movie. But yeah, we all know Ben-Hur, the movie. It's a fantastic movie. I would say it's probably in the top 10 movies ever made, possibly even top 5. It's an outstanding movie. The transfer goes along nicely with the level of how good the movie is. Again, like Zulu, it looks like it was shot yesterday. The scene that really stood out to me though was the boat scene. where there was like a big naval attack. That just looked incredible. You know, it really looked like, again, I know I'm saying this a lot, but it looked like it was filmed yesterday. You know, how clear it is, how crisp it is, all the colours popping out, it looks truly amazing. And you know, all the other scenes do as well. You know, they really do. The chariot race looks fantastic. I remember seeing the movie on DVD, you know, and seeing it from DVD to Blu-ray. There's a huge difference. So yeah, you know, Ben-Hur is just brilliant in Blu-ray. And the audio as well is really good. The soundtrack, brilliant, you know, always was brilliant, very good. I loved it, especially during the chariot race. That was awesome. So yeah, so in number 3 is Ben-Hur. Alright guys, coming in at number 2 we have Battle of the Bulge. Now bizarrely, this was only just released in the UK 2 weeks ago, or around then. I've had the US release for about a year or two now. But it's a fantastic movie. It's in my top 5 war movies ever made. I love this movie, from the cast to the action sequences to the, you know, the camera shots of like how grand the movie was, the tank battles. It was just an awesome movie and I loved it. So the transfer on this, again, like Zulu, it really pops out the colours of like the German officer uniforms, even, you know, the American uniforms. It looks awesome, you know, very crisp and clear. You know, again, from DVD, I watched it tons of times on DVD, you know, and particularly the moments when they were in the plane in the sky, try to take a look down to the ground. Didn't look the best on DVD, but on Blu-ray it looks incredible. You know, they really cleaned that part of the movie up really nicely. And yeah, the audio as well, very good. The soundtrack was great on the movie, so it was good to see that they gave it justice and cleaned it up as well separately on its own. And of course, you know, the people talking in the movie, because I remember the DVD I had, they were a little quiet, you know, so you had to turn your volume up a little bit, but then when it came to the action and stuff, it was kind of like, you know, it was really loud. But in this, they've kind of equalised, if you could say, the audio, so it's really nice and perfect now. So yeah, so number 2, Battle of the Bulge. Alright guys, coming in at number 1, what some people consider the best western ever made, The Searchers. Yes, what a classic John Wayne movie. A little bit biased because John Wayne's my favourite actor, but it's got nothing to do with how good the Blu-ray is on this. Now, I wore my DVD copy out of this movie. You know, I think at one point I had to buy a second copy because I just wore the thing out. But yeah, the Blu-ray is incredible, you know, and I know I'm not meant to talk about this in this video, but the extras are amazing, really good stuff. You've even got Martin Scorsese talking about the movie in this. But beside the extras, the movie looks incredible. It's in its original aspect ratio, which is really good. I love to see that. The nighttime scenes look extremely good. As I said before, a lot of Blu-rays, you know, from the earlier days, the nighttime scenes didn't look as good. But in this, they are superb, really nicely done. This should be the standard for all the westerns that are ever coming out. This should be the standard that it should be met with. Fair enough if the film stock wasn't the best and condition wise, fair enough, but this truly was amazing. A lot of the daytime scenes are really bright because they're in the desert all the time, and obviously it's quite bright. It looks incredible. Again, he kind of wears like a red top throughout the movie, and that pops out as well. It truly is awesome, and then all the colours of the war paint and stuff of the Indians is just really awesome. The soundtrack is really good as well, being cleaned up, remastered. So yeah, I'd highly recommend watching The Searchers, and especially on Blu-ray, because it really pops on Blu-ray, and for me it's probably the best transfer that I've got in my collection. So yeah, number 1 is The Searchers. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like rating. I'm going to start doing all these top 5s very soon. I've been wanting to do this particular one for quite a while. Came up with the idea very randomly. But yeah, so if you did like this, please leave a like rating. Check out my videos that are coming on the screen shortly. And until next time guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Stay tuned. Peace.